everybody, welcome back to another Sunday Desk Glitters. So today we're setting up my reading journal, and I also will be talking about my 2026 physical TBR. I will talk more about this and I will show you the books that I'm planning to read, but basically this year one of my goals is to read 15 books that are on my physical TBR. I will explain this once we are in that part of the video, but basically this year one of my reading goals is to read 15 books from my physical TBR, and I picked those 15 books. Again, we will talk about it once we're there, but I'm so excited to set up my reading journal. Let's do it. I'm really excited. I got my coffee. I will probably drink this as I'm setting it up, but we'll see. I got a lot of my stationery stuff here, like stickers and other stuff that I might need, so we'll see how this goes, but I'm really excited. Last night I actually kind of put these here for like references, so I'm not like, you know, we're not here forever, but I basically did those, and I also sketched out a lot of the things that I want to have here, because I just felt like it would be a lot easier for me. We're going to start with the reading journal covers, like the general covers. A lot of the decorations will be really similar to how I did it last year. So last year's cover page was something like this, and I think I'm going to keep it pretty similar, and you can see that like the goals pages and stuff, they are very similar, and they will be very similar when it comes to like the covers and the decorations and stuff. So that's the plan, but obviously we will be doing this together, so I'm really excited. I hope everything is in focus, so we'll see how this goes. I have a huge box of like craft papers here that I wanted to use, so yeah. I think I'm just going to get one of the rolls and put this away so it's not staying on the desk. Okay, you're going to hear a lot of like paper noises, so I hope you're okay with that, but yeah. Okay, I will just have a piece of the craft papers, and then I have something like this that I bought years ago that I think I want to use. These are just like some paper pages, I guess. I don't really know what to call them, but we have like different things. I think I want to use one of the things that I already kind of ripped, maybe something like this. I will also rip the edges a little bit. I want to make it more, I don't know what's the word, but I want to make it more like imperfect, I guess. This is going to be covered anyways, I think, so it's not that important. That's cute. And then I'm going to put a craft paper on top. So it is going to look something like this, and then I will stamp reading journal 2026 here, or at least that's the plan for now. I will move these out of the way so we can do this properly, but obviously I will be coming back for these. Okay, maybe I should stamp it first. I'm going to use these stamps. good. Okay, we're gonna do reading journal. So reading. And I need a G as well. Reading journal. Let's do this. Okay, so that's reading. I should have done it the other way around so it would be easier to stick, but it's okay. Okay, now we're going to do journal. Okay, so we have reading journal. Once again, I'm going to put them back. Okay, so we have this reading journal. I'm also going to stamp 2026. Oops. 26. There you go. Okay, let me put these back and I'll be right back. Okay, it got a little chaotic, but we're gonna use that more, so we'll see how that goes. But anyways, I will go ahead and stick these now, and then we're going to decorate. I want this to be like as a background, so like here. I'm going to make sure that this is stuck. Okay, and then this goes on top, I think. Like that, maybe. Okay. That's good. Let me stick the edges before we move on. Okay, maybe a little bit here. Okay, so this is it, and then obviously I'm going to put some stickers. I have these mini stickers. They're like little stamps, so I think I'm gonna use a few of these. I also have a few new sets of washi that I never used before, and I think it might be cute. There's some like writings and stuff, so we could totally use this, but maybe not for this one. I also have these ones. Which again, I think might be cute, but I think I want more stickers right now. We can use one of these as like a little book journal thing. I actually really like this one, or this one. I'm going to use this one. That's just, I don't know, I like that one better. So we're going to go ahead and stick this like here. Cute. And obviously I need to use one of these stamps. And I actually like this darker colored one, so I think I'm going to use that. Just something very simple, but I want to make sure that I'm covering some of the space. So maybe like here. That looks nice. And I also was thinking about using, where are they? These. Not really sure if we can find something that we could use as a read for like the reading journal, but let's see. I completely forgot about these actually, and I want to use them in my actual journals as well. I don't know. I can tell the story 100 times could be a cute little thing. 100 lifetimes with you is cute as well. These are the same. I'm going to go ahead and use I Can Tell the Story 100 Times. Not sure if that's what we were going for, but I think it could be cute, so. I think I'm gonna put it like, okay, this is long, so I don't really want to cover the stamp, but I think we have to. Maybe like this. Okay, that's cute. And then what I'm gonna do, I don't need this anymore. I'm going to say December 2025 and until when we finish it, but we'll see. I think that's cute. Okay, we're gonna keep it like this, and then over here I have my goals. So I have read 35 books, and I have 35 dots here so that I can write the book names, and I wanted to keep it that way. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then I have translated to Turkish and English. I want to read more translated books, so I have 2 for each. And then I want to read more from Turkish authors, so I did 3 dots for that. And then we're gonna do a little title here, so that's why I have that area empty. And this is my physical TBR list, so we're going to get into that, but let's do this part first. Because I sketched everything, I think we will be fine. I am going to go and erase this and the first dot as well, and maybe actually all of it. I'm going to keep the last one there. Okay, I did keep the last one. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but it is there. Okay, I'm really nervous. I don't know if you can tell. We're gonna do read 35 books. Okay, that's good. Now we have to do 35 dots. Okay, a little coffee break and now we can continue. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25. Okay, I did it. I had to count a few times, so I don't know if I kept all of that in, but we have 35 dots. And now I have translated to Turkish and English. I'm going to keep this line here. So there we go. Translate it to Turkish and English. And we will have 2 dots for each. There you go. Okay. And then we have Turkish authors. Okay, so that's done. I actually want to stamp goals here, but I don't want to stamp it directly on the page because I am not sure how well it holds, and I don't think we did like a pen test page, so I can't really tell. I mean, I stamped a few things and they seem okay, so maybe we can. You know what, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm gonna do stamp 2026 goals. We're gonna do 2026 first, and then we're gonna do the goals. Okay. I think I want to do it like horizontally. So let's do it. I'm going to put this here just in case. 20. Okay. 26. Ooh, okay. I don't want to do reading. I'm just going to do goals. We all know that this is reading. This is the reading journal, so I think we'll be fine. Go. Okay. Oh, that's okay. It's fine. I'm not really good at spacing this, but it's okay. It's this way. Oh. This is not really good, but it's okay. We'll be fine. Goals. There you go. Okay, not bad. So I think we're good. I'm just going to take a look at how it's fine. It's okay. It's not that much. We'll be fine. Okay. Let me place these back. And now to the next page, which is my physical TBR. I actually wanted to keep this for the last page, but I think I'm going to kind of set this, and then we're going to, before I fill it, I'm going to show you the books so that you can see what is the plan. So I'm going to quickly rip a little piece. Okay. Oh, that's too big. We're going to have to make this even smaller. Okay, it's not very tiny, but I think it will look better. Okay, yeah. Okay, I am going to do physical TBR. I think I'm going to stop this here, or maybe we should just do TBR. I really don't want to deal with the physical part. So I'm going to stamp TBR. This might be one of those very rare times that I actually use the uppercase letters. Should we do 2026 to make it more full? I don't know. No, it's fine. We're gonna do TBR and then I'm going to decorate the rest, I think. Okay. So T. B. R. Okay. That works. We are going to move this over here. B. Oops. T. Okay. So TBR, it's going to go, okay, let's stick this. And I am going to decorate it a little bit more. That works. Alright, and then let's do some decorating. I thought maybe we could use one of these flowers, but now I'm not really sure. I am not really sure. Maybe a list of books. I kind of like that. So I think we're going to do a little list over here, or a stack of books. We could even put it here. And I'm thinking we could actually put down some washi there. So maybe let's do it this way. And then I want to, okay, we can use one of the, okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and use this one. I'm not going to use like a lot, but I need to find where this starts first. let's see, okay. I don't want to use it too much, but just a little. We can just have it like this, maybe. I just feel like this is a bit much, so maybe we can, because I don't really want to put a sticker there either. Okay, yeah, that's okay. I will go ahead and write down. We can actually move it down one square, which would make more sense, I think. I have the space, so we'll be fine. We can even do 2. Yeah. I just don't want it to feel that cramped. So let's start from here. Okay, we're gonna start from that dot. Read 15 books from okay, read 15 books from physical TBR, and then we have 15 notes, but I'm gonna do that when we're talking about the books. Next up, I have my bingo challenge, which I'm really excited. I was really excited about this last year as well, but it didn't go well. I didn't really track it. This year, hopefully it will be better. So I'm gonna do a similar layout. So let's just get the things that we might need. Okay, we have a few different options. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Okay, let's see. We're gonna do something similar. I kind of want to use this here. Obviously not like that, but I can just kind of rip it in the middle. Kind of use one part of it. Like this. Oh, I actually kind of like that. Okay, but before we start decorating, let me draw the lines first. I need this for this part. Okay, oh, here we go. This is where things get a little tricky for me. I don't even know where to start. I guess we're going to do... Okay, let's do this. Ooh, okay, that was stressful. Okay. I get really stressed when I'm doing this. I have no idea why. It's just, it is stressful. Okay. And we are going to need a few more. And we need one more over here. Perfect. One. I really don't want to smudge this, so. Two. And we need one more. Okay. I'm going to kind of connect the edges. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to let this dry for a second while I talk to you guys about the bingo challenge. So I wanted to create a little bingo challenge again this year. We can actually start decorating it, so maybe I should do that as I wait for this to dry off a little bit. But I wanted to kind of have the same-ish bingo challenge because I didn't really keep up with it, so I'm not really sure which ones I did and which ones I didn't do. So I kept most of the things the same. And honestly, it was just easier for me because I didn't have to go ahead and, you know, find new things. I tried to put this, like, some of this will make this entire thing harder for me because it's not what I usually read, but you know, that's kind of the point of this. So we have set in a small town, set in Europe, made into a TV show or a movie. That's a new one, I think. I didn't have this in last year's thing. Involves magic. First book of a series, set in a coffee shop, male author. I don't really read male authors that much, so I wanted to include that. Revolves around a holiday, which I always like to, you know, involve. A reread, the last book of a series, a fantasy book, set in New York, set in Istanbul, published in 2026, and retry a DNF. I have a lot of books that I DNF'd in the last couple of years, so I want to retry them. I'm not promising that I will actually finish them this time, but I want to give them another chance, if that makes sense. So that's the plan, but I'm obviously going to let you guys know how that goes. Now, before I start writing those down, I want to decorate. I am going to use this one, I think. And I will put this on top. Or maybe, oh, let's go here. Because I have this on top already. I don't want to make it too crowded there. Cute. But I still want to have something here, I think. Not exactly sure. Maybe a washi. I don't really want to use a washi. It's fine. We're gonna keep it like this. I thought maybe we could actually... Oh, actually, I have an idea. What if we do a little craft moment and I don't know if I can put bingo here actually, and put it like this. Let's see. I'm going to try to stamp bingo. Ink pad, okay. I say this, but we're gonna try to fit this here. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter if it's super neat. We can even do it like that. To kind of tie it all in, or okay, that's fun. And then I could do one there, it doesn't matter, okay. this works. I think we can make it work. Ooh. Yay, it did work. I can even get rid of this part a little bit to make it fit better, which I would like to do that. Look at this. Oh, this is cute. This is really cute. Okay, let me clean up. Okay, that's really cute actually. I'm glad I ended up doing this. Cute. Oh, okay. That is really cute. I love this. I'm gonna make sure that it's stuck. And we're gonna move on. Okay, so let's write this down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should have erased these before, but it's okay. I will do it once I'm sure that this is dry. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. I'm going to let this dry. Okay. I got a little piece of paper so that I'm not smudging everything. Set in a small town. Set in Europe. Okay. My handwriting is not very neat, but it's okay. Made into a TV/movie. It's fine. I understand what I mean by that. Involves magic. First book of the series. Set in a coffee shop. I already have some ideas about the books that I want to read about these, by the way. At least some of it. Male author. Revolves around a holiday. A reread. Last book of the series. A fantasy book set in New York. Set in Istanbul. Published in 2026. Retry A, D, N, F. Okay. Great. And then I am obviously going to number these as well, so that I can actually write the name of the book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, I'm gonna come back and erase these, don't worry. I just want to make sure that it's dry so I'm not smudging anything. Okay, we can do it at the end of the video. Oh, now we do have a little issue. I think it's mainly because of the sticker. Maybe we can move it a little bit to the side if possible. Oh no, it will. Okay. Now we can give it a try. Yeah, it's a lot better. Okay, great. Great. Okay. The last two kind of like tracker pages are here, and one of them is a series tracker. I put like 1, 2, 3, 4 series, but I think I'm going to add to this, and then this is my wish list. So it's just going to be a list. I will just put a dot and a name of the book. Okay. So I'm thinking about doing something similar with the wish list. Just like a very small craft paper that's going to say wish list. Let's stamp it first. I don't trust myself enough for that, so let's do this. I don't know why I started from this page. I guess it was easier. Oops. Wish. List. List. Okay. Great. Okay, and so we're gonna do a series. I'm not sure if I want to do tracker. I guess we will do tracker. Makes sense. I think I want to do something similar, and I want to use maybe this in a craft paper, or if I'm feeling a little more, actually let's do it. Let's do it like this, okay? Actually, maybe let's put it like here. Get some craft paper. Yeah, let's try this. Okay. Oh, I'm not sure if tracker is going to fit. Oh, I stamped that wrong. It's fine. Oh, let's just hope that it will fit. Track. Oh no. Tracker. I mean, it's not perfect, but you can tell what it is. So I guess that works. That's not bad. I don't want to redo it. I think we can work with this one. The only issue that I have is the top part is a bit too empty now, so I think I will just get rid of that part. But we're gonna keep it like this. It's not the best, but it's okay. It does say series checker, so that's the important thing. Oh, this way. Okay. Series tracker. Ta-da! Okay, that's good. Let me, again, clean this and then I'll be back. Okay. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and write the series that I am thinking about finishing. Oh, I should have erased this first. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do it this way and then we're gonna erase it. Okay, I don't want to write everything down because I have been recording for a while and I want to share the TBR with you. But basically, this is how it's going to look like. So Dreamland Billionaires, I already started the series like years ago. And I only have the third book left. So I already checked the ones that I read. And then once I read the last one, I will cross that and color the little circle. And that means that series is done. So that's what I'm planning to do. I have 3 more series that I want to finish this year. Or try to finish this year, so we'll see. And then I have my wish list, which will, let's do an example, because I already have a little example here. So we put a dot here, and then the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. So the So I have a little dot in the book name. So once I get the book, I will cross this and draw a line. It's very minimal, but that's what I need. So I guess we're done. Okay, I have been recording for over an hour, but I feel like once I edit it, it's not going to be that long. And I do want to talk about my TBR, so that's what we will be doing here. So like I mentioned, I picked 15 books from my physical TBR to read this year, and I am planning to finish 2 to 3 books a month, and I feel like that was a good goal. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. But I picked 15 books that are on my physical TBR. So the reason that I picked 15 books, I obviously have a lot more than 15 books in my physical TBR. But I knew that if I set a goal like clear my physical TBR, I knew that that would not be really realistic because I probably have more than 35 books on my physical TBR. And I like buying books because I'm a mood reader as well. So I like to read based on what I'm feeling. And sometimes I get really excited about a book that I see at a bookstore and I want to get it. So I know that saying clear your physical TBR would be a little bit too much for me because that would mean that all of the books that I have to read would be from my physical TBR, and that just did not feel good. So I picked 15 books that are on my physical TBR that I want to read. And I'm going to be honest with you, most of these books, they have been sitting on my shelves for at least 2 years. I have books from 2 years, 3 years, about a year or so. I have 2 newish ones, but I do want to get them, but I want to read them this year, so I wanted to put them on my list. But I'm going to quickly go through them and kind of show you what my plans are, and then obviously I will put them here, but we're gonna do that off cam because the video is way too long. So the first book that I want to mention is this, Final Offer. This is the last book of the series from the series called Dreamland Billionaires. I got the series like 3 years ago and I finished the second book last year. So I want to finish it this year. It's like, I don't know. I like the series, I just feel like other books got me more excited, so I don't know, I couldn't really finish the series, but this year we're doing it. I'm going to finish this book and the series and we can finally move on. So that's the plan. The next book that I have on my physical TBR is Daisy Jones and the Six. I got this book when I was like, I don't know, it's been like 4 years probably, or around 4 years. I need to read this. I don't know why I have been putting this off. We'll see. I don't really have a lot to say about this book. It's one of those that I saw on Book Talk and I was like, oh, that's fun. Let me get that. And I never really read it, obviously, but we'll see. I did read The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and I really enjoyed it. So I think I'm gonna like the book as well. It's by the same author. We'll see. I feel like this is going to be an easy read, but I just need to actually sit down and read the book. So this is on the TBR list for this year. Okay, another book that has been sitting on my shelves for like 3 to 4 years is Archer's Voice. Yeah, once again, I don't really know what to say. I don't even remember the concept of this book. Yeah, I got it and it's been on my shelves for like years, so this has to be read as well. So it's on the list, but we'll see. Okay, next up we have Hamnet. This, once again, has been sitting on my shelves for forever. And every year I'm like, oh, I'm gonna read this year. And then I never actually read it because I get distracted by other books. But this year I actually have to like read it and just, I need to get over this book. And don't get me wrong, I was really excited about the book as I was getting it and I still am excited to read it. It's just like I said, I get distracted by other books, but I actually like need to read the book. So we'll see. That's on the list for this year's TBR list as well. Okay, another book that is kind of has the same issue with the last one is The Song of Achilles. Once again, I got this book like years ago and I was really excited about it, and since then every year I'm like, oh, I'm going to read this book this year, and it never happens. This year I am finishing this book. My best friend is also bullying me to actually read this book. I get it. Like, I really do. Yeah, I don't really have a lot to say. I really want to read this book, but I get distracted by other books. But I feel like once it is on the list, I will be like, okay, I need to read this. So we'll see. I'm excited for this one as well. I heard really good things, and my best friend is obsessed with this book as well. So I'm really excited to read this. Okay, next book is technically a book that I started but didn't finish. So it's kind of like a retry a DNF kind of thing, but yeah. I'm going to show this to you. I don't know how people will feel about me saying this about this book, but yeah. A Court of Thorns and Roses. Now, when this was like all over the internet, I was like, oh, I'm going to read that book. And like after a few months, I got the entire series, and I couldn't even finish the first one. Like, you can see this, like, this is probably how much I read. I probably finished this chapter and I was like, I'm done. Like, I'm not even halfway through the book, but like almost halfway through the book. But I want to reread it, and I want to read the series. Everyone keeps saying me that it gets better after the first book, so we'll see. It's been a while since I read a fantasy series. Although, I'm gonna be honest, when I got this book, it's been years since I read a fantasy series, so I think that's why I kind of struggled with the book as well. But since then, I did read a few fantasy books, so I feel like it would be a lot easier this time, but we'll see. I want to finish the entire series, actually. I did put it here, but for the TBR list, I just wanted to put this because I do want to track how the series is going, but there are like 5 books in the series, and I honestly don't want to, that to take like 5 spots, but yeah, we're gonna try to finish the series. If not, I at least want to read a few books. So yeah, that's the point. Next book that I want to mention is this one. This is a huge book, so bear with me. But this is Emily Wilde's Map of the Other Lands. This is the second book in this series, I think. I did read the first one last year, and it was really, really nice. And I want to read the second book as well. This is huge, so I'm not really sure how practical this would be to like put in my backpacks and stuff. We'll see. So maybe I should read this when I am at home more, but we'll see. I'm not promising anything. Yeah, this is huge, so I feel like I'm gonna read this pretty fast though, because I really like the first book, and it's really, I don't know, it's nice to have a series that I'm really excited about. I might reread the first book before I read this because I want to get into that world again, but I'm really excited for this one and I want to read this. I got this book like last year, I think, so it's been a year or so, and I want to continue with the series. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, next up, another book that has been sitting on my shelves for like years is Things We Never Got Over. This is a series too, I think. I think there are like 3 books. And I keep seeing the other books, but I didn't even finish the first one, so I'm like, I should not buy the other 2. But I am going to read this year as well. Yeah, once again, I know nothing about this book. Probably as I was getting it, I did know a few things, but it's been so long that I actually don't remember, like at all. I would not be able to tell you a single thing about this book. So yeah, we'll see. It's going to be a surprise. There are a few books like this because I got them like way too long ago. I don't even remember what it is about, but I mean, it's going to be a nice surprise. But we'll see. If you have any ideas about the books, if you read the books, don't give any spoilers, but feel free to share your opinions about the book. Yeah, I'm always open to reading those. But yeah, that's another book that is on my TBR, and I can't really say much about this book. Next book that I have on my TBR list is Tales from the Cafe. I read the first book 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, I think 2. And I got the second one, but never really touched it even. I don't know why. I really enjoyed the first book, but I just kept pushing this back. I think mainly because I had other books that I wanted to read. But I'm excited for this one. I want to read the entire series if possible, and I feel like with this series it's a lot easier because there is not a lot of pages. Yeah, and it is a very easy read in my opinion. I only have the first 2 books, which is the first one and this one. So when I finish this, depending on how I'm feeling, I might get the other ones and read it. I think there are 5 or 6 books in total, so we'll see. I think maybe 6. I'm not sure. Maybe 5? So we'll see, but I'm excited to read the second book. Another book that I'm actually going to show these 2 together because they are a part of a series, and I want to finish the series so bad that I'm going to show them all together. Okay, hear me out. I had this series for about 4 years now, I think. It's I don't even know what to say. I read the first book as soon as I got it. It was okay. It was my favorite, but I was like, okay, cool. And then I was so excited about the second book because everyone kept saying like, oh, it's like the best book in the series, which I agree. But it took me so long to actually start because the standards were very high. So I finished it this year, and then I have these 2 left. And I just hope that I can finish them this year because I want to be done with this series so bad. It's not that I don't like it. I like the series. It's just I want to move on. There are other authors. There are other books from the same author that I want to read as well, but because I can't even read these, I don't want to buy the books. But I want to finish the series. That's all I'm gonna say. So both of the books are on the TBR list because I feel like if I don't put both of them, I'm never gonna read them. So we have both of the books here. And hopefully this year I will finish the series. And I think they're adapting this to TV. Or, well, Netflix, whatever. But there's going to be a TV show, I think, if I remember correctly. It was a TV show. And I want to read it before it comes out. And at this rate, I feel like the production of that TV show is a lot easier and faster than me finishing this entire book series. But I want to be done with the book series before the TV show comes out. So both of them are here. They're pretty big books, so hopefully I'll read them quickly. But I feel like I will read them quickly. At least that's what happened with the other books, so we'll see. I'm not sure about this one. It's not my favorite. I don't think it's going to be my favorite. Just when I look at the tropes and stuff, I feel like I'm not going to enjoy this as much as the other ones. I didn't really enjoy the first one, I'm not gonna lie. Well, the first one is also, it was not my favorite. I think it's either going to be the second one or this one. I do like a good enemies to lovers if it's written well. So either this or the second book is going to be my favorite, I feel like. But yeah, we're finishing the series this year. Okay, I talked way too long about Twisted series. I'm so sorry. Okay, and I have 4 more books to go. I'm gonna go with this one. Daydream. I got this book when it first published, and I was like, oh, I can read this year. And it didn't happen. I loved the Icebreaker and Wildfire. That was the name. I loved both of the books, and I think I'm going to love this even more. But I couldn't really get a chance to read it, but I'm so excited for this one. I feel like this is also going to be an easy read, but we'll see how that goes. And this might be one of the first books that we read from this list, but we'll see. I'll keep you updated on that one. another fantasy book that I want to read is Powerless. I had this for almost 2 years, I think. And I never really got into this. I was really excited about the entire pilot of it, but I don't know. I struggled with this a little bit. I didn't really... Well, last year I didn't read a lot of fantasy, so I think that's why, but I want to start this series, and I might get the other books as well, because I have seen people say that it gets better, so we'll see. But I'm excited for this one as well. I will obviously keep you updated on how all of this is going, but yeah, that's the plan for now. I have 2 more books left. I am going to start with this one. Okay, I was supposed to read this year, this fall, but unfortunately that didn't happen. I am in a reading slump, unfortunately. I'm doing my best to get out of it, but I'm struggling. But my best friend gave this book to me. She made me read The Secret History, and I really enjoyed that book. I did not think that I would like it that much, but it was an amazing book. And now we were talking about it, and I was like, oh, like, she explained the plot to me a little bit, and I was like, oh, I think I will like this a lot better, because, I don't know, the vibes are more me, if that makes any sense. And she was like, I started the book, but I didn't actually read more than like a chapter or so. You can take the book and I will get a new one if I ever feel like reading it. So we'll see how this goes, but I'm definitely reading this year. I'm really excited for this one. And the last book that I have on the list is a new addition to my library, actually, but it is this book. I did mainly get it for the cover. It was amazing, but I have been looking for the Wizard of Oz book for a while. Since last year I saw Wicked Part 1 and I was like, I need to read the book. Like a few months ago I saw this and I loved the cover, and there are 3 stories technically. So The Wizard of Oz, Other Wonderful Books of Oz, The Emerald City of Oz, and Glinda of Oz. So I was like, okay, cool, let's do it. I got it, and I didn't actually got to reading it yet, but I'm really excited to read this. I love the pages as well. There's some pictures, which is even better. But yeah, I'm really excited. I went to the movies last week with my best friend to see Wicked Part 2, and honestly, I have been thinking about it since I left the movie theater, so I might read this very soon, but we'll see. I'm really excited for this one, so yeah. That's the plan, but yeah, we'll see. I don't actually know if I will be able to annotate this book, even though I want to so bad. I feel like I'm not going to be able to do that. Maybe I'll just put like some sticky tabs, but I don't think I'll be able to draw anything or like write anything. Okay, so that was my reading journal and my TBR for 2026. It was a very long video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was okay. Thank you so much if you watched until the end. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna go now and fill out the TBR list and put all of these books back to my library. But thank you so much for watching this. I really appreciate it, and I'm gonna see you next week with another video. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.